There was a boy named Robert. Robert wasn't a bad person. He wasn't stupid. He wasn't evil. He was just lazy. Every day his alarm rang at 7 a.m., and every day his finger did the same thing. Snooze. 5 more minutes. 10 more minutes. 1 hour more. By the time he finally left his bed, the sun was high in the sky, and most people had finished half their work. Robert's room was a mess. His desk full of empty snack packets and energy drink cans, and his mind was full of regret. He spent hours on his phone, scrolling through social media, watching other people's success, saving motivational videos, but doing nothing in his own life. Deep inside, he knew something was wrong, but changing felt too hard. His parents were worried. His father would say, "Robert, you have so much potential. Why are you wasting it?" His mother would stand at the door and quietly look at him sleeping till noon. They didn't shout every day, but their silence shouted louder than any words. In school and college, Robert had always been average. Average marks, average performance, average effort, but his dreams were not average. He wanted to earn well, travel the world, support his parents, and live a life he was proud of. There was only one problem. His actions and his dreams were enemies. Most nights, just before sleeping, he would feel a heavy weight in his chest. He would think, "From tomorrow, I will change. I will wake up early, I will study, I will work out." And then tomorrow came, and looked exactly like yesterday. One night, something different happened. Robert was lying on his bed, in the dark, staring at the ceiling. His phone battery was dead, the room was silent, and for the first time in a long time, he was alone with his thoughts. He remembered a friend who used to be just like him, lazy, distracted, always late. That friend had recently posted a picture on social media. New job, new city, new life. In the caption, he wrote, "I changed my habits, and my habits changed my life." Robert felt a sharp pain in his heart. He whispered to himself, "Why not me?" He got up, walked to the mirror, and looked at his own face. Tired eyes, unshaven, messy hair, a body with no energy. He said out loud, very slowly, "If I continue like this for one more year, what will my life look like?" He imagined it. Same room, same bed, same phone, same regret. And then another question hit him even harder. If I change for just 30 days, what could my life look like? In that moment, Robert made a decision. Not a dream, not a wish, a decision. He took an old notebook from his shelf, tore out a page, and wrote at the top, 30 days of discipline. Start tomorrow under it. He wrote for simple rules. Wake up at 6 a.m. Make the bed and clean the room every morning. At least 3 hours of deep work or study. No phone. Move the body every day, walk, exercise, anything. At the bottom, he wrote one line in big letters. No matter how I feel, I will do it. He didn't know if this challenge would change his life, but he knew one thing. Doing nothing definitely wouldn't. The alarm rang at 6 a.m. For a few seconds, his old habit woke up. Snooze it, sleep more. But then he remembered the paper. 30 days of discipline. He sat up. His head was heavy, his eyes were burning, but he placed both feet on the floor. For the first time in a very long time, he did not go back to sleep. He made his bed, even though it felt pointless. He opened the window, let the fresh air come in, and whispered, "Day 1. Deep down, he expected some magic feeling of motivation to appear. It didn't. There was no background music, no sudden energy, no movie scene. There was only one thing: action. When he sat to study or work, his mind screamed, "Check your phone, watch a video, take a break." He put his phone in another room. For the first 25 minutes, he kept checking the door like an addict. But somehow, he completed one focused study session. By the end of day 1, Robert was tired, but it was a different kind of tired. Not the tiredness of wasting time, the tiredness of effort. The second day felt worse. The excitement of a new challenge faded and reality started to bite. He was sleepy, his body was stiff, and his mind kept negotiating. Just today, skip the challenge. You can start again tomorrow. But he forced himself to stand up, make the bed, and do the routine. His study was not perfect. His workout was short, but he showed up. By day 3, his parents noticed something strange. They saw him awake before them. His mother asked, "Are you okay?" He smiled and said, "I'm trying something new." The first week felt like climbing a steep mountain with a heavy bag. Every morning, his old self tried to pull him back. Every morning, his new self took one more step forward. He still felt lazy inside. He still wanted to lie down and scroll. But after 7 days, something small but important changed. For the first time in his life, Robert had kept a promise to himself for one full week. He crossed out 7 days on the calendar. 7 little X marks. But for him, they were 7 small victories. In the second week, something interesting started happening. His body slowly adjusted to the new wake-up time. He still felt sleepy sometimes, but he didn't feel dead. His room was cleaner than it had been in months. His desk had space. His mind had a little more space too. During his deep work sessions, he was able to focus slightly longer. Instead of 20 minutes, he could now sit for 40 minutes without touching his phone. One day, while he was studying, a message popped into his mind. Maybe I'm not lazy. maybe I'm just undisciplined. And discipline is a skill. He realized something powerful. If discipline is a skill, that means it can be trained. At the end of day 10, his father knocked on his door. "Robert, can we talk?" Robert's heart dropped. He thought, maybe he is going to tell me I'm still useless. But his father looked at him and said, "I've seen you waking up early, working, exercising. I am proud of you. Keep going." Those words hit Robert harder than any motivational quote. He felt a warmth in his chest. By day 14, his mood had improved. His anxiety was a little lower. He still didn't have big results to show the world, but inside, a small fire had started. He understood that success doesn't come in one big moment. It comes in small, boring, repeated actions that no one sees. In the third week, the outside world finally started to notice what was changing inside Robert. His friends asked, "Bro, why are you not online late at night anymore?" He laughed and said, "Because I have an early morning relationship with my alarm clock now. At college or work, his attention was sharper. He was able to answer questions and complete tasks on time. Before, he used to hide at the back. Now, he was slowly moving forward. He also started taking short walks in the evening, listening to podcasts about self-improvement. He realized that the world is full of people who were once lazy, lost, and they changed, one decision at a time. The hardest part of week 3 was boredom. The new routine was no longer exciting. It was normal, and normal can feel boring. One evening, he felt a strong urge to skip everything. He thought, what's the point? One day won't matter. But then he looked at his calendar. 20 days were crossed. He asked himself, do I want to throw away 20 days of effort for one moment of comfort? The answer was no. He did a short workout, studied for a while, and went to bed early. It wasn't a perfect day, but it was a victory because he didn't quit. By the 4th week, Robert had become a different person. He woke up early, almost automatically. His room was no longer a disaster. He had completed more deep work in 1 month than he had done in the last 6 months. His body felt stronger, his energy higher. He also noticed something new. The lazy voice inside him was still there, but it was softer now. The disciplined voice had become louder. One day, his teacher announced the results of a recent test. Robert's name was not at the bottom anymore. It was in the top part of the list. His classmates were surprised. One of them even said, "You have." Robert smiled and replied, "I just started respecting my time." On day 30, Robert woke up before his alarm. He got out of bed, made it, cleaned his room, and sat at his desk. He opened his notebook and turned to the page that started it all. 30 days of discipline. Start tomorrow. He took a pen and wrote just one word next to it. Completed. He looked at that word for a long time. He thought about the last 30 days, the struggle, the sleepiness, the boredom, the tiny wins. He realized something crucial. These 30 days did not make him a millionaire. They did not turn him into a celebrity. They did not fix every problem in his life. But they did something much more important. They proved to him that he was not weak. They proved that he could trust himself. They proved that discipline is not a personality trait. It is a choice, repeated every day. Robert decided not to stop at 30 days. He turned it into day 1 of a new lifestyle. He wrote a new line in his notebook. If 30 days can change my direction, imagine what 300 days can do. Now, think about you. Maybe you feel lazy. Maybe you feel stuck. Maybe you have big dreams, but your habits don't match those dreams. You keep waiting for motivation. You keep praying for the right time. But here is the truth. Motivation comes after you start, not before. The right time is not next month, not next year. It is the day you decide. You don't have to change your whole life in one day. You just have to change your next 24 hours. Like Robert, you can choose your own 30-day challenge. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Study or work deeply for at least 2 hours. Move your body every day. Clean your space. Protect your mind from useless distractions. If you do this for 30 days, will your life be perfect? No. But will your life be different? Absolutely. So here is the question for you. Are you going to stay the same for the next 30 days? Or are you going to do what Robert did and become the disciplined version of yourself? The choice is in your hands. Right now, this is your sign. Your next 30 days start today. Thanks for watching.